Do you understand what sorcery is? I'm not talking about the sorcery with a witch, with a wand. I'm not talking about the sorcery with a wizard with a wand. I'm talking about the sorcery to make people do things. I'm talking about the sorcery to make people commit suicide. I'm talking about the sorcery of oppression, of the sorcery to put you in the hands of a slave master who will control you so he can get rich. And some people put themselves in the spell. You put yourself in the spell. What I mean by that, if you a person that loves money, you're willing to do whatever wickedness to get the money. If Donald Trump offered you a whole bunch of money to do something to somebody or do something wicked and you take it, you under the spell. Because Donald Trump was like, you know what? I don't have to do anything. They love money. I just give him a whole bunch of money and he will do my wickedness for me. Well, you under the spell if you love money. You put your body in the fire. Sorcery. If I don't like a certain individual, or I don't like certain individuals because of their color of their skin or their race, you make it hard. You make life hard for them. And you create laws and you write laws to make it difficult for them and put them under a spell, put them under a curse. Let's say if I was a devil, and I was the president of the United States, I'm the devil and I'm the president of the United States. I'll enforce DEI in Washington, D.C. and all the federal jobs because I know that most of the jobs, federal jobs, are African American. Most of the federal jobs in D.C. and elsewhere are African American. And I will DEI you because I don't like you. After I DEI you, I'm going to delete your history. So you would never know anything about good people that look like you. All the accomplishments of greater African Americans will be gone for your future kids. I'll make it difficult for you. If I was the devil, I would DEI you, delete the accomplishments of all the great African Americans. I would take away welfare, make it hard for you to get on welfare, make it hard for you to get Section 8 to get the help that you need. So now, black men will be put in a position where they have to commit a crime. And when they commit a crime, they become members of the state. They become property of the state. I'll make their women love money and love fashion and love glamour, where a black man cannot afford that for his woman. And that causes fights because they're fighting over money. Or you're not a real man. You're not a real man. You don't make the amount of money that I need to support me. I make it hard for the black man. So now I broke up that family. Now he's going to commit a crime. And I ain't talking about some major crime. I'm talking about small crimes. Small crimes. And I can put enough law in the book to find something I can arrest him for. And so now he becomes property of the state. And now I can have him pick fruit, pick cotton, strawberries, oranges. And see, the rich man is getting rich. I do a contract with the person that owns the prison, and the warden who owns the prisons have his prisoners work to fill. So the rich man can get rich. I cause that person to commit a crime. I'm going to stop you for traffic violations. I'm going to cause chaos. I'm going to make it difficult. So I fired all the African Americans in D.C. under federal jobs. And now some of them are homeless. Now I'm going to go out there in the streets and arrest the homeless so they can be the wards of the state. They can be property of the state. And then when they're property of the state, you do what I say. This is sorcery. Thank God I'm not the devil. I'm a child of God. And I'm not the devil, but there is a devil in some White House doing this. This is sorcery. If I can't make you kill yourself with your own hands and feet, what I mean by that, I put bad food in restaurants, put with MFG like McDonald's. If I can not pay you very well, or now you eating not good food, and you be able to kill yourself with your own hands and feet, taking pills and medications. But I'm getting rich, but I'm killing you, but you killing yourself. I don't have to do it. This is sorcery. Sorcery. Where you can make people commit crimes and do stuff so they can be under your spell. And this is the weapon that they use. And this is the weapon that is being used against you. This is sorcery. You don't see a witch with a wand. You don't see a wizard with a wand. You're doing things and don't understand that you're under a spell. You are under a spell. Because why? Because he made it where you want the belly of the beast. He made it where you want the belly of the beast. Remember I said, whatever you want, whatever you need, if you're a person that loves money, oh, you under the spell. If you love money to the point where you're willing to do whatever to get that money, you under a spell. Anytime you love your desires and you want stuff, you're going to be under the spell. And there's some people that put their own stuff under a spell, and there's some people that's under a spell through oppression. Black Americans are under a spell of oppression because somebody don't like you, and somebody's going to put you under their spell. Make life difficult for you so you won't have the basic functions of life to have a good life. See, one point in life where it was depending on God, it was not depending on no devil. And that's why Jesus came to save us and teach us not to depend on no one else but him, on God, our Father. But you gave yourselves up to the enemy. Sorcery. And this is how sorcery works. Sorcery. Sorcery, when you're able to control people's minds and hearts through sorcery based on their needs. This is how it works. So, if Trump wants to be king, he'll make it difficult for you to eat. He'll make it difficult for you to live. And then say, you know what? If you do this for me, I give you something to eat. If you do this for me, I give you housing. Sorcery, based on your desires, based on your needs. This is how the sorcery is being played. And you need to recognize who the devil is and what he's doing. And you have self-control. You don't have to be in the hands of the devil. You have self-control. So when you get out there, don't commit no crimes. They're looking for just little things they're looking for. Little things they don't even know it's a crime. They're looking for those things. They write it up. in the law books so you could be under their spell. Things that are not even really crimes. Because if they make your life difficult, you make them rich.